Session is about the brain computer interface, that how they connect the two top controllers. One is invented by the humans and the other is god made, but they know the power of these two. That is why throughout the globe now they are trying their best. They are trying 24/7 that they control these two on a scale which is enormous, which is unmatchable, and that is why now throughout the globe in labs, intellect are trying to connect these two in such a way that they control the entire humanity. And the reason that they work on the cognitive science is that they know the power of cognitive science, the power of mind science. They know that body is just the expression of the mind. So that is the reason they're working hard on the mind sciences, and they develop a lot of programs, a lot of projects on controlling the mind science, on controlling the cognitive sciences, so that they rule the whole globe, they control the entire humanity. And that is the reason they connect these two, both cognitive science, mind science, with the computer science. And these two have now controlled the entire humanity. Now we have almost 4 billion smartphones and almost 2.6 billion plus active user of the Facebook, 2 billion plus active user of the WhatsApp, 1.57 billion active user of the Messenger. These all are for what? To control, to connect both mind and computer technology. And for the reason behind it, controlling become very easy when the few hand control it, and when these two become very connected, so that a few hand control both brain computer interface. And that is why they work on it, and now they use this terminology brain computer interface. They are not only collecting the brain with the computer, but also connected the brain with the chips. They inserted the wireless chips in the brain, so that they work on the behaviors, they work on the attitudes. And that is the reason now even they are working on controlling the emotions. And here they work a lot on it, and the intelligence community also love to control these two. And that is the reason they build the biggest spy center in Utah, so that the communication the humanity do, they collect the communication, they filter, they measure, they analyze and store it over a long period of time, for a time for which they desire. And that is the reason the global biggest spy center in Utah can store the internet traffic over a period of time. And they also develop the surveillance alliance, and that surveillance alliance is of the known as by Five Eyes. That Five Eye mean five countries surveillance alliance, which do their surveillance over their citizen. And here these are the powerful countries in Five Eyes: US, UK, and New Zealand, Australia, and Canada. And now we have more than Five Eyes. Now we have Nine Eyes. In Nine Eyes, Denmark, France, Netherlands, Norway. But the researcher now research, and they find it that we have more than five, more than nine. Now we have more than 14, and this reach to almost 50 plus eyes, which mean that they have the desire to make this surveillance alliance up to each and every country, so that they control the whole communication. And that is the reason they also develop a program known by the name of a prism program, that is also again developed by the NSA. I always quote the model of USA. The reason being that we are just the trend follower, and USA is still the trend setter, and we follow that, and we do exactly what the US do. That is the reason I quote most of the time the model of US. In US, the NSA, the National Security Agency, now working with the nine biggest corporation through the program Prism, and in this they get each and every information from the top 9 corporation, in which we have the Microsoft, Apple, YouTube, Facebook, Google, Paltalk, Skype, and AOL. So these are the giants, and they collect the video chats, the voice over internet, the video conferencing, the emails, the social media requirements. They control each and everything, and they analyze it, and they now are doing the Facebook and the Google inspire almost 70% of the internet traffic. They are the biggest player of the surveillance economy, and they sell these information to the third party bidders without our knowing. So the purpose of the session, to aware of it, to know that our communication have a value, have a worth, and to do only those which are necessary. If not necessary, we remain on the silent mode, as each and everything is now becoming the part of surveillance economy, and work most of the time on learning, so that we not only sharpen our cognitive sciences, our mind sciences, but also be aware of these tactics which always use against us. So brain, which is the powerful aspect of the humanity, we have to sharpen it, and that is only possible by learning, by consistent learning.